Welcome to Delightful by Design, where celebrity drama meets reality chaos, and we're here serving the tea. I'm Delightful Soul, your drama-loving host, and if it's messy, shady, or vaguely scandalous, we're talking about it. So hit that subscribe button. It's cheaper than therapy and way more fun. Let's get into this video, okay?
The energy is so turned up.
This moment was reality TV gold for Drew Sidora fans. The tension, the isolation, and Drew standing ground against a whole table of adversaries. Like her or not, the girls gave her a moment. Kelly served it up and Drew held her own. Now this comes from tension with Portia. And every opportunity Drew gets around Shamir, she discusses Portia. I believe this created tension with Shamir, which created tension with Kelly. You see? And for that reason, and for the rest of the girls, we really need to figure that out. But if you know, delightfully tell me in the comment section below why the other girls don't like Drew. Now here's what some of the viewers had to say about Drew's performance.
You know she always performing. Ladies touched down in Grenada. It should have been a paradise getaway. But for Drew, this first night turned into a survival test. The tensions was brewing long before that dinner table moment. But when she sat down, it was clear she was on her own. To be frank, I believe this isolation is a deliberate move by Portia as a response to Drew filming with Dennis on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's the father of Portia's child. All behind Portia's back. Now Drew not being present where filming is possible will take place without Drew. Could be a problem. The reason I believe this is that Portia chose not to invite Drew on her all-girls birthday trip. And you know filming possibly could have been taking place. However, Angela invited Drew anyway. For anyone familiar with the Housewives show or franchise, this makes sense. If there are cast members who prefer not to film with you, it indicates that your presence on the show is no longer necessary.
Shamir met with Raph, that's Drew's estranged husband, on The Real Housewives of Atlanta under the pretense of discussing his new podcast idea, Kings and Queens. Portia later joined the dinner, claiming it wasn't a tit-for-tat move against Drew, despite the timing being suspicious, given Drew's interaction with Portia's ex, Dennis. However, the conversation quickly shifts to Drew, with Raph gossiping about his estranged wife alongside Shamir and Portia. The meeting ultimately became a messy exchange about Drew's alleged financial dealings and romantic entanglement. And we'll talk about that in another video, so go ahead and subscribe. Make it clear that the podcast discussion was just a cover for a deeper drama.
When you're being nasty and mean-spirited, it's not coming from a good place.
It doesn't.
And I'm not gonna be a part of it. Speak. Go ahead.
I hit dog on holler because
Whoa! You see what I'm saying? This is why we can't move forward. I'm not talking to nobody that's gonna call me a dog. Okay, you kiss my ass.
The energy is so turned up.
you really mean to call her a dog.
Well, she was at the table barking.
She's crazy.
Kiss my mother.
Seems strange, unless the network edited it oddly, that the group was meant to have a healing session at the table, which still baffles me. Everyone knows that bringing any group of housewives together to discuss healing rarely leads to actual healing. It was particularly peculiar for Kelly Farrell to steer the conversation toward Drew Sidora, claiming that everyone at the table has an issue with her, except for Cynthia, of course. Or conversely, that Drew has a problem with everyone except for Cynthia.
There is undoubtedly tension between Drew and Portia due to Drew's filming with Dennis, and Portia and Shamil meeting with Raph behind Dennis' back did not ease anything. Drew standing 10 toes down on calling Shamil a lapdog. And to be honest, Shamil has done some lapdog behavior. Now I can see why Shamil would share the comments made about Portia given their close friendship. However, I believe Drew is aware of the social dynamics at play. If you make remarks about someone's friend or associate, those comments are likely to be relayed back to them. Now, with this in mind, it seems that Drew intended to provoke Portia, expecting Shamil to pass along that information because she said what she said. While many may argue that she didn't say anything negative about Portia in relation to the album or songs generating enough revenue for everyone, the underlying intention proves Drew's point. How would you have handled this comment? Comment below. Drew, knowing that Portia is my close friend, I would have responded the way she did in the moment. I believe PJ College is paid for, and left it at that. Then Drew says during the conversation that a hit dog hollers, and production shows the clip where Shamil was barking like a dog. But I find it perplexing that Kelly believes she should involve herself in a genuine conflict where, to be honest, she is not one of the key players who is capable of resolving the issue. When did she switch roles, not appreciating a woman taking another woman's husband? Kelly was given, let's all pile up on Drew, thus giving Drew her moment.
This imaginary beef. If you call me a lapdog, girl, we got beef.
Do you remember that you took back information that was incorrect? And that is why I called you a lapdog.
A lapdog wouldn't have invited you to my session.
But at your session, you took back information after that was wrong.
At that studio, you definitely said that you could pay for Polaris College.
These royalties and the way this publishing is set up, that's gonna pay for PJ's whole college. We're back here.
What y'all say behind each other's back, you damn right, I'll run it back. Because I don't like the fake friendships. I'm not with the, I ain't messing with you, but then I'm gonna go talk about it on social media. Run tell me that. I'm right here.
Okay, let Drew speak. Go ahead. A hit dog on holler because...
Whoa, you see what I'm saying? This is why we can't move forward. I'm not talking to nobody that's gonna call me a dog. Okay, kiss my ass. Post it.
If we are honest, Drew has no loyalty to Portia. Dennis does. However, social rules prevent friends from getting together with their friend's ex. I don't believe this is the case, but it does make for great TV. I believe Drew's interaction with Dennis is strictly business. Meanwhile, getting under Portia's skin, right? Whereas Shamil and Portia's interaction with Raph was simply petty. Now, believe it or not, Portia, Raph, and Drew is married. And Dennis did not marry you, but Simon did. So if I was Drew, I would let it be known if I cannot film with the group, I will film with Dennis. Better yet, I will find Simon down there at ICE and film with him. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that like button, and I would love to have you to join my channel, so go ahead and subscribe to hear more information about your favorite celebrity. As always, I thank you for watching. Until next time, stay delightful and bye for now.